Oh my god. Way to freaking go, Mega Man.
I just got the info. There's nothing I can do. Do you have the info?
Just lost. No, go choose the next boss. Let's go.
Okay, well, I've got this one up, so if you can find it, it's on the ESEA site. But, yeah. So we're just going to get right into this one, guys. I apologize we missed the pistol round. Selfless took it. So it is 2-0 right now in favor of Selfless. Quick roster rundown for you guys on the CT side. It is going to be Selfless. That's Anomaly, Quicksilver, Razor, Whitehound, and Kusta. Facing off against third Equinox's Cynic, Zed, 3 Established, Pulse, and AED. I'm just going to call him AID. But nevertheless, we did miss the pistol round. I apologize to you guys for that one.
Yeah, you make me look like an idiot now. I said, guys, you guys haven't missed anything.
Well, we lied! But here we go, guys. We are going to get the action heating up here. The AWP is going to be in the hand of Kusta. He is going to open things up with a frag onto third Established. I'm just going to call him third EST. And that's going to be the opening frag. A lot of damage being dealt here onto the terrorist side. Kind of equalized here on the CT side, as well as Anomaly and Whitehound both sitting at about half health. And we are going to be seeing this execution come out very, very shortly. The bomb is dropped on terrorist ramp right outside of their spawn. We do see that, once again, that default that Vansili and I were kind of talking about earlier. One up in hallway, 2 in middle, and 1 up in banana, as they did lose a member over there earlier in the round. But we are going to see that bomb get picked up at the T ramp. They are going to make a push for this A bomb site and smoke off the right-hand side of middle. And flashes come out. Here comes the push, and Kusta going to put himself into a prime position here to try to get a pick. Even though he's looking the wrong way, they've actually made their way up through the arch side, but he's going to peek out and takes one down anyway, and Whitehound's going to be there to back up his teammate, picks up the double, but Cynic just as fast answers back with 2 of his own. But Whitehound now down in the pit, hasn't spotted Cynic just yet. He's made his way back around to the top side of mid, looking for another frag, not going to find it just yet, as he is going to run out of time this round. He does drop 2 bodies, but that's going to be too little too late, as a 3-man stand for the CT side is going to push into a 3-0 scoreline.
Yeah, so from the way I see it, flying on the third round here, probably that means that they plan it at least on the first round pistol or second. Losing it right now for third Equinox. Went for a full buy with AK armor. That's why Cynic had to fall back and try to save his AK, because nothing he could do there on a 3 versus 1. Great hold by Selfless on the A bomb site. As Kusta was offing at the beginning towards middle, got that pick, and gave that 1-minute advantage to start things off. And that's a great way to play, because he fell back right after. But nonetheless, here comes lots of nades towards banana. We're going to try to control it right now. Lots of footsteps being heard at the same time as we can have a 2-man stack towards oranges for the CT side. Quicksilver opening things up, trying to go for a second one. Everybody's blinded right now as they're trying to move inside, and these guys are lighting up one by one. Bet has fallen down from Anomaly. Quicksilver finally Cynic, the only one with an AK, dropping 2, trying to narrow things down, but only has 2 HP. Bomb is down. Rotation comes in with 1-8 left on the clock. I don't think he's going to get anything done here with 2 HP and no chance to pick up the bomb. I don't know if he's going to try to save this one again, because if you're looking at their money situation here, losing 4 rounds in a row right now, they'll be at 3,400. Well, he'll still be able to buy, but I guess at this point, he's just going to try to make the remaining members of Selfless maybe lose a few guns here if he can get a few exits or kills where he dies himself. He spots him here on the top of the smoke. The smoke comes in, puts Kusta down to 22 HP. Almost got rid of the AWP here, but then Razor comes in through the smoke, picks him off. 4-0 is going to be our score, and there you go. We will be able to buy here on T side.
Absolutely. I apologize. I forgot to turn the music off. We were in such a rush to get everything going that I kind of muffed up on that one. But nevertheless, those opening grenades coming down through that banana hallway doing a tremendous amount of damage to third Equinox and just shutting down that push real nicely in that B bomb site. Cynic, though, picking up that double, doing that economical damage. He is able to pick up an AK-47 again this round. It is going to be AKs across the board. Still that AWP in the hands of Kusta. He's looking for it over at Banana. He's going to get fully flashed. Somehow manages to escape. His teammate Anomaly going to pick up first blood as aid goes down for the third Equinox side. And once again, the man advantage going the way of Selfless here. 4-0 is your scoreline for those of you that are just tuning in here. This is ESEA-IM Grand Finals for Season 17. And we will be seeing this one played out here on Inferno, as you can see from the screen right there in front of you. I'm doing my Vanna White thing, even though you can't see it. But nevertheless, we do see 30 EST is going to be down to 53. Kusta down to 42 as well, but they have smoked off the banana hallway. And again, we're looking at that default play. 2 members up here in banana. Cynic looking for the peek in mid, joined with his teammate Zed. And we're going to see whether or not they decide to actually go for this peek in mid. They're going to get smoked off, so that's going to be a no-go. And fall back to rejoin with their teammates over here in banana, as they are going to pick up that bomb from terrorist spawn. And this is going to be a hold. This is all on Quicksilver and Anomaly over at that B bomb site. As Kusta's already rotated all the way back over towards the A site, we are going to see the smokes come in towards B. Here comes the push from the terrorist side as they do smoke off Spool successfully. and that's going to flush out Quicksilver. He's going to go down. Cynic on fire already in this matchup, doing some significant work early, but he is going to fall from Nubox. 3 EST is going to find one. Pulse finds one as well. Kusta, the AWP, out of the hands of the CT side. Pulse setting up in the construction side of things. 3 versus 2 post-plant situation. Razor and Whitehound trying to take control of this round as they do have money in the bank as they've been able to salvage some AKs. There you go. And we are going to see them push in here. Are they going to pick off Pulse? He's right around the corner. They spot him out. Oh, and what was that? Razor, maybe a little bit of a flick shot there. I'm not even sure, but he takes him down. Now we're back to a 2 versus 2, and third EST extremely low. He goes down. One more over there in Dark Emo. He's not going to peek out. Oh, Whitehound does get him. But that bomb is going to blow up here. Whitehound almost saves the day, but he is going to fall with the bomb, and that's going to be the first round on the board for third Equinox. A close one.
Yeah, that was actually very good. Those smokes, sometimes you have to do that risky play. That's why we saw a few of the guys from third Equinox just run through the smoke towards the CT spawn, caught them off guard on a rotation, but at the same time, it was still very good for the rest of them who pushed inside the bomb site to get those entry kills. I mean, they tried to go for the counter flashes on the CT side, but then it was just third Equinox just not giving it an F, right? And then just running through with their AKs and then getting the kills. Now Gusta getting an opening kill again as he peeks towards that middle. This time AEDX drops one more time. Now a big mistake that I saw there for Banana on the last round for the terrorist side was that they actually didn't really set up for the trade. They had plenty of nades, plenty of flashes. They almost caught one off guard, which was AEDX that almost got that kill. But then at the same time, he moved out with a knife out and never really set up for that trade. Nonetheless, we got some action on both sides here of the map, in hallway and inside B. A trade from each side, making it now a 3-on-3 situation. The bomb is still down, though, intentionally on T-ramp, because we're still playing the pick-off game for the terrorist team. We are in the Cynic right now, who's the only one that's going to make some real action so far for the terrorist team. Playing the lurker role right now outside the boiler room and trying to creep around, hopefully get an entry frag, force a rotate on the B site, and then have the last two guys here go inside B. Now, is he going to win this fight against Kusta? Nope, because you are shouldered to AWP, and you get denied. Now, Quicksilver at Nubox, only with the CZ, though. This is going to be tough. This is two guys with the AKs right now. Zed and Best moving in with AKs against Quicksilvers with the CZ. Peeks out, gets the first frag, has to reload right now with one bullet left. And then there he gets picked off by Zed. Now it's a 2v1. At least he does have the bomb. He might be able to get this plant. Look at that. He's just going to run across instead of planting in the back of the fountain. And as soon as he plants, he's going to get killed here. Actually, Razor misses the shot, so he still has a glimmer of hope left. The smoke comes in. It gets spammed through the smoke inside the pool. Razor gets the kill. The defuse comes in for Kusta. And it's now going to be 5-1 in favor of Selfless, who are actually the top seed in this game, in this grand final. So they only need to win this map here. Or two. No, one best of three, sorry.
I'm not even sure this is a best of three. I think it might just be a BO1, but nevertheless, I think so. Don't hold me to that one. But that is going to force the money reset for the terrorist side. We are going to see the eco round come out, so it's going to be a pick your pistol right here. We do see a P250 in the hands of Zed. Paul's going to pick one up as well. Some nades actually going to be in the hands of the terrorist side. So let's see where they decide to go with this. They know that one pushed out Car last round. Are they going to go for that gamble this round? And they are actually going to go and bomb. Maybe they actually bombed all the nades up mid. Didn't find anybody there. Kusta was peeking it last round, but they didn't manage to find him this round, as he is going to be playing this one over in the A site, peeking up in towards apartment. But it is going to be a mow down coming for that B bomb site, and we're going to have that action heating up here in just a second. As soon as this smoke clears, they're going to get the all go. Actually, they're going to go ahead and re-smoke it. I see Anomaly picking up that smoke grenade, drops it down there. They gave him a little bit more of a cushion than that first one if they do decide to push through that smoke, but they're probably just going to wait this one out and see what happens here in the banana hallway as your number 6-man Cynic actually putting a little bit of spam up through mid, trying to keep him honest. But they are going to go ahead and group up here in banana. It is going to be a B push, and Quicksilver playing this one really passive from Spools. They might actually be able to get into the site. Here comes the push right in. Aid's going to go for broke. He doesn't get it. Anomaly going to find one. Quicksilver chimes in, but then Cynic trades him out. Anomaly going to pick up another quick double, and that's going to be 3 for him on the round. Bomb does get planted, a quad for Anomaly, and the defuse is going to come in. So that's going to be a 6th round on the board for Selfless, off and running early in this one.
Yeah, I like how they played that one. A little bit of a risky move again, but this time in terms of Selfless's play, because the way that they set up Crossfire was one in Garden, one in Nubox, so at least Quicksilver was able to protect Anomaly if they're going to try to push towards Zubux, at least tag a few of them down, and then Anomaly comes in for the sweep. That's exactly what happened. But if the terrorist team decides to push through towards the CT spawn and wrap towards construction, it would have been a whole different story, because nobody was, Akusa was still towards middle, didn't really rotate it across to cover the construction side, which would have been bad news there. But 2 bomb plants in a row, 2 rounds or 5 rounds lost in a row so far. No, 2 rounds lost in a row so far and 2 bomb plants. They will have enough for AKs for a third Equinox here. As it looks like we're going to try to switch things around. The other attempts towards B did not work, so now they have 4 guys creeping up towards the alternate middle. They're going to flash over to try to take control of this. Yeah, he's stuck right now, but he does get the ops kill down towards that stairs with a quick scope. And now they're moving up. The trade is being set up here as Zed gets one onto Whitehound. Krista fell back inside the pit, but look at those smokes. He can't get anything done with the scope right now. Has to switch over to the CZ. His opponent is totally blinded right now. Oh, the smoke's going to clear. He's going to get wrecked. Gets up now by Kusta, and now it's going to be Beth, the last man standing, on a 3v1. Now he's creeping towards middle. 54 seconds left on the clock. At this point, he's going to try to go for it. As soon as he peeks this one here, Kusta's waiting for him from the... But he's just going to get flanked here from Anomaly up towards the archway side. And now it's going to be 7-1 with Equinox really having to try to turn things around here. Be forcing another save, Mega Man.
Yeah, absolutely. And a great job there in the defensive side of Selfless, man. Not getting too greedy, not overextending themselves. I saw a little bit of a whiff from Whitehound over there, or maybe it was Quicksilver from underneath of the porch side, but he did have 4 AKs in his face at the same time, so... he did the best that he could. He actually did a tremendous amount of damage to the second guy who actually peeked him through the smoke there in middle, but nevertheless, we are going to see a B push coming once again, and that could catch the CTs out. No! There you go! So we do see a trade come in that B bomb site, but Aid going to find one. Cynic also getting on the board, but it's not in the way that he wants to as he gets dropped. Anomaly, though, going to work again, a triple, but Zed's going to be able to trade him out. He picks up a rifle, but he's not going to get very far with that one as Whitehound's going to drop him. Aid, though, with the AWP, does find Razor on the flank. He does have 21 points of health, but it is a 2 versus 1. Bomb is down in the B bomb site, so it's going to be a tall order for him, and we might see a minute-long save here, and we'll see whether or not the CTs decide to go on the hunt. But this round is surely going to be in the bag for Selfless, as we're going to see an 8-1 scoreline here in the 9th round. Coming into the 10th round now, third Equinox, what do you think they have to do here, Vancilli, in order to turn things around?
Well, I kind of like what they did there with that push. They lined up, but at least they set up for the trade. The only mistake they had there was that smoke was terrible towards the CT side. I mean, half of it was still clearable, was still viewable from the CT spawn. When they tried to move in, they got picked off. Those smokes and those nades are working against Selfless, but they're not running in for trades. I think if they're able to at least have one guy, if you're going to try to have one guy try to get an entry, but your teammates are behind you, if you're the third or the second or third guy, play for the bait. If not, double peek and try to get the kill. I think besides that, as soon as they get that kill and the entry kills, because they've been trying B a lot right now, and if they're going to keep trying to do it, they're going to have to try to flash over and get the trade. If they lose 1 or 2 guys, at least it's going to be a 3 versus 3 or a 3 versus 2 in their advantage, or maybe even a 4 versus 2 trying to hold B side. If you plan it and you have a good crossfire, you could still win it. So they need to work on the communication more, just a little bit more to try to get these picks. Now, it's with ADX right now, with the AWP, but it has 111 ping. I don't know how that's going to help him right now, because he doesn't seem to want to drop it for anybody as well, and they're just going to try to go for it. So let's see what's going to happen and what's going to pan out of that. They also have one guy broke, which is going to be Zed, only a P250, and they're going to try to take control of this banana again. 4 guys, 2 guys peeking out on the CT side, lots of flames, and firing flames, and Paul says, screw it, I'm still going to go with the trade. There you go. But then the second guy moves in alone. The rest of the guys were stuck behind that Molotov, and that again is that cost a mistake coming in for third Equinox. Now, I sound like a broken record, and I want to see third Equinox do better, but so far, you're just stating the facts, and you're seeing exactly what I'm seeing is just that it's just a little bit of miscommunication for that setup, Mega Man.
No, absolutely. And again, you're talking about the trade game being played, and you saw Anomaly pick up the first frag. He got traded out immediately by Cynic, and then Quicksilver was right there to trade that one back out. Now, if they would have been able to get the refrag onto Quicksilver, they would have had control of the site, would have been able to have at least 10 or 15 seconds to get the bomb planted, get those good post-plant positions, and then go for something there. But now they've got the rotation from Razor. They're still going to try to force the bomb in towards this B bomb site, and I think that that's a terrible idea coming out from third Equinox. They're going to go ahead and they get mollied off. That smoke again, terrible over there.
There you go. Exactly.
And Razor and Quicksilver are going to go to work once again. Last man standing going to be Best. And he's in a 1 versus 3. Now the rotation from Kusta is already over there. He's hiding in the smoke. And actually Razor is going to just go ahead and jump through, but that smoke's going to clear here in just a second. So he's going to get pinched. And actually Whitehound coming up from Banana. I forgot it was actually a 4 versus 1 here. But
yeah.
Quicksilver, he had such little HP that I didn't realize it. But he's going to back right into Whitehound. And he does go down. So that's going to be a 9th round on the board for Selfless here. And third Equinox in a big hole already.
See, I told you at the beginning of this game, I said, you know what, the smokes and the flashes probably won't be as seamlessly awesome on the way they're going to bloom as we usually see in upper tier, higher tier matches. I guess they haven't really practiced even basic standard nades. That's twice in a row that it's not curving the CT spawn, and that actually cost them trying to overtake the B bomb site. Now, I must say that the people in the A bomb site are quite bored right now. The only one really getting action is whoever's hopping towards the middle and peeking out first. Besides that, it's all rotation and taking over B. Now, things might change, though. We have a 2-man stack going on here on the porch side, as they're going to try to wrap around here for the terrorist team, and it's not working. Spam to the sister and Whitehound going to work, and last man standing on a 4 versus 1 is the bomb carrier ADX. He's out towards the archway, and he's about to get double flanked right now. And he gets headshotted here by Whitehound with the M4. And that is going to be now 10-1 our score. And I think that they've run out of tricks here up on their sleeve right now, Mega Man. Trying to take B for like 8 rounds out of 10. Didn't work. Tried to go for a desperate wrap around A. Did not work. I think at this point the morale is done. Fine, they say screw it. We're just gonna go with Galils. No, not even pistols right now for Best and Pulse. They're stuck with Glocks and also small armor for Best. So it's just desperate plays right now for the terrorist team. And
they just pushed through the Molotov. Look at how much damage they took trying to make their way up to B. They're gonna push through the smoke. They're gonna get mowed down here. Quicksilver and Anomaly again going to work. There it is, and another quick round on the board for Selfless as they're going to extend their lead 11-1, and that was a full buy coming out from the terrorist side. All that they can afford now because of the money bonus is going to be Galils, and they're going to continue to purchase these weapons or AKs with small armor, and it's just not paying off for them. Those Molotovs running through that, they double mollied Banana. That's twice the damage. They took so much damage. I mean, 3 of them had sub-30 health just trying to get into the B bomb site, and then they pushed the smoke anyway, and that was just, I mean, they went right into the blender. Fortunately for them, I believe Quicksilver's using the silenced M4, so he only had 20 bullets. Otherwise, he might have walked away with an ace. But there you go. Razor's going to open things up this round with a nice AK-47 headshot down mid onto Aid, and that's going to open things up again in the favor of Selfless. And, you know, they don't have any tricks left in the tank right here. Anomaly going to push down on Banana, and that's exactly the worst possible situation. Nobody there to trade that frag again.
Yeah.
And it's just completely biting him in the ass. So a really difficult situation for him. Whitehound pushing the smoke, going to find one there. Finally, Zed was there for the trade. Unfortunately, Zed took a tremendous amount of damage as well. The bomb is over in middle, and they're looking to try to make this 8 bomb site play. But I don't think that they really have anything in the gas tank right now. Selfless is just walking all over them every single round, Vansili.
Yeah, and you just mentioned it. They're walking over, playing whatever spots. They don't really care. Kusta opping at mid, opping towards B this time. Quicksilver playing towards B, playing towards A, also picks up an op here and there. And not only that, but if you looked at that mini-map, and even if you're still looking at it now, at the beginning of the round, they pushed towards Banana, they pushed towards mid, they pushed towards hallway. They have absolutely no respect right now for third Equinox on their terrorist team, on their terrorist side, and they are just running away with this. 12-1 is our score. Now, we did say that usually this is a balanced map here, but, you know, you still have to at least have some sort of communication for those entry kills on T side, because if you're just going to rely strictly on aim, which you guys are seeing the same match as I am, they're being completely out-aimed from Team Selfless, you have to count now on those flashes and the trades, and it's not what they're doing. And hopefully they're going to get 1 or 2 in these last few rounds, but I don't know if it's going to be too little too late for them. At the window room, Razor picks off Cynic towards the alternate middle. Now Quicksilver is just going to run it back and forth through the smoke. Like they're not even walking anymore for the CT side. Pushing down towards Banana. They drop 2. They drop 1 out mid. They drop the second one. Kusa with the AW. Still looking at towards middle right now is Zed. Finally gets another kill here, but again, is left stranded on a 4 versus 1 situation. Gets closed in and stuck in Mexican pit and gets picked. Now last round of the first half. Man, they lost.
Quick
they
half.
Lost 16 to they lost 16 to 8. Speaking about third Equinox against Selfless, Ash. Now they're about to lose this half 14 to 1 on Inferno. It's not the way you wanna try to get some sort of revenge against the guys that knock you down to the lower brackets.
I'm going to be following in the eyes of Anomaly right now because he picked up the Negev. So I am just going to stay right in his eyes the entire round. Hopefully there's a B push coming, and it does look like that's where 2 members of the terrorist forces are trying to go. They're going to go ahead and Molotov the bottom of Banana again. Double molly now as they're going to drop the second one down there as well. Senec's going to go down for first blood here, but I'm staying in the eyes of Anomaly. I want to see this Negev go to work because I'm fairly certain Elige from Just Us is the best Negever in North America. I want to see if Anomaly can put a bid in for that title as well. And Pulse right around the corner. Come on, Pulse, peek it. Pulse is going to peek out. Kusta's going to take him down. Kusta does go down as the trade. Best going to be able to find it, but spraying now. Oh my goodness, so many bullets, so much loud. And that's going to be the Negev work. He's still got 61 in the tank. Might as well reload anyway. He's feeling that there might be a push coming. Absolutely, but nevertheless, we are going to see him try to hold this B bomb site. He's got help coming from in the form of Quicksilver, but I want to see this B hold with the Negev. Now he knows that they're out there. He's going to get flashed from his teammate, and they're going to go ahead and work their way back around towards the garden side of things. They did smoke off the spool side. He is going to go ahead and just push it straight on through. Oh, and it's off or not. He goes down anyway, as Zed's going to be able to trade him out. And that's going to leave it on a 3 versus 3. But now Best, look at him. He's pushed up all the way by the tree here. And he's going to be able to find one. One is all the way over in Garden. I believe that is Quicksilver. In the backside of construction, looking to put that AWP to work. But Whitehound also going to go down.
There you go.
But Quicksilver does find one. It's still a 2 versus 1 situation. And both members of the terrorist side not sitting on a whole lot of HP right now. He could potentially solidify this round, but Aid finally going to chime in with a frag this round and takes him down. So that's going to be it. Third Equinox with only 2 after the first half, and that is a insurmountable hill to climb.
Yep. And it worked that time. They went for that double peek from oranges and from the tree to look back towards CT spawn, and they worked together to get that kill. And on top of that, they didn't lose a player with that peek. So they should have done that maybe about 9 rounds ago. But also at the same time, they got pretty lucky with the way that Quicksilver, or should I say Anomaly, was playing with the Negev as well. He just didn't care. Long hair don't care with the Negev running through the smoke, trying to get a drive-by, Ordnance Schwarzenegger. Machine gun goes ablazing towards the pool side.
Get to the chopper, Raul! What are you doing? What are you doing? I got in the gap for going B, Raul!
So we're in the second half, ladies and gentlemen. We have Selfless in the lead, 13-2. It is composed of Kusta, Whitehound, Razor, Quicksilver, and Anomaly. For third Equinox,
don't spoil the chat,
boys.
boys.
ADX, Pulse, Best, Zed, and Cynic. I'm Ben Silly. Well, with me tonight is Mega Man for the ESEA Season number 17 Intermediate Grand Finals with Selfless in the upper brackets. While we do have third Equinox struggling here to come in from the lower brackets, hopefully at least win this piss around to make this game a little bit closer and so that they can breathe a little bit and not be so demoralized from this game. So far, the way it's panned out, these guys are running out towards the A-bomb site, outside the hallway, inside the pit, a trade, and now a 1-minute advantage makes that soon a 2 versus 2 as they crossfire and take down Pulse. But Best comes in with another and Best with a drive-by 2K in the face of Quicksilver, and they get the pistol round and not a bomb plant coming in for Selfless, which is very good news right now for third Equinox.
And I just want to chime in with something here real fast. I just want to point out the fact that Pulse is using a P2000 skin. Pulse. It's so literal! I love it! And he got 2 great frags with it, nevertheless, and then you see his teammate coming in to save the day. 13-3. Could we see a comeback here? Come on, chat. Get going. Come on. We got 704 people in the chat right now. Let's hear some noise or some aggressive typing. And I just want to see you guys. Come on, there it is. I just turned off my graphs. Oh no, but I turned it back on with the same spam. But we're good because now we see a little bit of a slow play coming out from the Equinox side, or from the Selfless side, pardon me, as they're going to go for that A play. Some flashes coming in, and oh, there's the first blood. Whitehound does get digged, but he does manage to take down 8 over there in the A bomb site. He's going to get pushed out by Quicksilver. Quicksilver goes down. That's a double for him. Make that a triple. He's looking for more. He finds one in pit, but Pulse again sweeps him under the rug with 2 big frags from that Pro 90. And that's going to be a 4th round on the board for 3rd Equinox. A great start to their second half here.
Yeah, very good here. So another no bomb plan coming in for Selfless. They couldn't get across towards that truck side. So that's going to put them in a situation where they're going to have to save again. So this is going to be comfortable right now for 3rd Equinox. If they can get at least a few kills with these Pro 90s, get a little bit of more extra money with the submachine rifles instead of pistols, they could be looking good here for the upcoming gun round. Get a case here right now for the side. They do have 3 guys moving up towards alt mid. Bomb is on the back of Kusta as they're trying to move up slowly, making it across the bench now. But it's a tight crossfire set up here by Zed and Pulse just up on the other side of middle. Zed right now on porch side, Pulse with the P90 on arch side for a wrap maybe towards the porch side and also coming out towards the hallway. Firing through the smoke is going to be Pulse, but as soon as he runs out of bullets, he might get hunted down. No, they're going to turn towards the truck side. So can ADX hold it with Zed? They drop the first one. Spots the second one on the balcony, looking for the Veil. Gets dropped by Razor. Then Zed comes in for the trade, avenges his teammate, but is down to 7 HP. Still have 2 members alive. Quicksilver trying to flank across. Takes down Pulse with the Glock. Takes the second one with the Glock. And just like that, it's going to be Best moving in with the other P90 and drops the last 2 guys. And it's going to be 13-5 now. So 3 rounds, 1 in a row. No bomb, 3 rounds for Selfless. Now it's a round that matters for both teams. Now, if they could actually get this win and get this round against Selfless, they might put them against on another save here for the T side, which would put them up at 13-7. So let's hope for the best.
Now, you know how we talk about the importance of pistol rounds and how they are, like, basically your momentum starters or your saving grace. Selfless picking up the pistol round in the first half. They had a tremendous first half, winning 13-2. Then 3rd Equinox steals away the pistol round in the second half to give themselves a little bit of breathing room right now. But I want to say that this round right here is going to be one of the most important rounds of the entire matchup. The first gun round of the second half, if 3rd Equinox is able to take this one, they're looking at a 2-for-1 victory here. They go for the boost over there on the porch side as well. Aid's going to find Anomaly and takes him down. Quicksilver is going to find one with the trade. Razor is going to chime in as well. Pulse goes down, and that's going to be the A bomb site. All for naught. It's all going to be on Zed over here. Spamming through the smoke, they're going to find one. Zed peeks out, finds one, almost gets the second one. Kusta down to 2 HP. He does have the bomb in hand, and that's going to leave it on a 2 versus 2. Best and Cynic versus Kusta and Quicksilver. Bomb going to get planted here in the A bomb site. And we are going to see the retake happening from the CT side. They have to go for it here. And with that bomb plan, even if they lose on the Selfless side, they might still be able to salvage some sort of a buy in the next round after saving for the first 3. Here comes the push in. One in pit, one in the backside of sight, and Quicksilver going to be your last man standing in a 1 versus 1. Best coming in with the doubles. Going to be able to solidify that round for Equinox. They live to fight another day, Van Silly.
Oh, man, There were actually, thankfully Best was there to actually save them from that small mistake. Having that boost on that porch on the roof, I'm not sure if it's a good idea, especially if you're going to be by yourself, to try to look down towards that middle. Because, okay, smokes are going to come up. You're going to be able to see maybe the top of it, see a few heads, try to get a few headshots. But if a flash comes in, you're screwed. That's basically what happened. At least the trade coming in as they were trying to move towards that A bomb site for Selfless, but again, that retake and that teamwork was better on 3rd Equinox's side on that last round. Now, like I said, they were on a forced buy, or should I say on a full buy last round for Selfless, losing it, at least getting a bomb plant, but not enough money to buy in this round here. We might see a 13-7 score at this time as they have P250s, CZs, and full head armor right now as well. Now, Best is trying to hold them back by holding this molly, throwing this molly at the same time, a smoke being thrown towards the CT spawn, a flash being thrown, but not really a smoke being thrown as Kusta denies a Best on that hold inside the B bomb site, and that smoke. They're running through the spawn at the same time. Whoever's holding inside this B bomb site, it's going to be sitting, dropping 2, but he is getting flanked right now from the fountain side at New Box, down to 6 HP. Oh man, they're pushing through the CT spawn. At least they dropped the bomb carrier. So Zed looking across, but we do have Razor creeping across, gets the kill, and now they're both so low. Anomaly with the P250 full armor could still win this one. All he needs to do is get a tap of a P250 inside of each of their Kevlars, and he wins this round. So the pressure is still on here for both teams. But now he has to make some noise. He has to get something done. Gives away his position. So Cynic rotates back towards guard and gets the kill. But a good, decent save so far at least. Or should I say it was a pistol buy coming in but at least because they were able to afford guns in this round here. But getting 3 kills, forcing right now the counter-terrorist team on rebuys. You can see that they're forced to play with low armor and such. Everybody
Absolutely. That is a successful eco round in my eyes right there. They did so much economical damage to the CT side of 3rd Equinox there, forcing the 3 rebuys, and you can see it point blank right there is Aid going to be picking up the Clarion. Me and Sadakis have been calling them Clarion all through the playoffs, so sticking to my guns on that one. So he is going to be hosting that Clarion, and that is going to be played over there in the cubby on the top side of mid. And, you know, we talked about it, and it was a very, very close round. It could have gone either way right there, and if that would have gone the way of Selfless, that would have been absolutely detrimental to 3rd Equinox. Losing so many weapons on the last gun round, it was a 1 versus 1, losing 4 members, so 4 rebuys plus another 5 rebuys. They just probably wouldn't have been able to do it, so they could have been looking at match point at this point. But 13-7 is going to be your scoreline as 3rd Equinox scratching and clawing their way back into this one, and we're going to see whether or not they can continue to bring it back. Kusta going to be holding the angle here in middle to try to struggle to get into his eyes. They're going to go ahead and molly off the cubby side, and that's going to force one out. Kusta, very aware and a great play from the terrorist side, throwing the Molotov, getting him out of the cubby, and getting the pick anyway, and no trade being attempted whatsoever either, as Kusta's going to go ahead and hightail his way all the way back over to the B-bomb site, as they've already pulled the rotation off, but a well-placed Molotov, and Paul's going to drop 2 over in the A-bomb site. That leaves all 3 remaining terrorists over here at B, lobbing some flashes and some smokes over to this B-bomb site, and we're going to see them try to go for this take. 1 member over of the CT side in the new box, and the remainder coming from the CT spawn. 1 in construction already, but the spam through the smoke! Razor's going to find Paul's Quicksilver, finding Cynic. The bomb yet to be planted, but Kusta doesn't care. He peeks out and takes him down anyway with 9 seconds remaining, and that's going to be the 14th round on the board for Selfless. A fantastic round for them, as Pulse tried to bring it back in their favor, but was just unable to do it.
I don't think Best should have peeked from that new box. Knowing that the last 3 guys are coming inside Banana, and knowing that his teammates were rotating from the CT spawn, he should have waited out, give a bit more time for his teammates to rotate, and then go for the double peek and a retake. Now, at that point, we said it 2 rounds ago, they were forced to go for full buys here for 3rd Equinox. Losing this the last gun round right now resets their money situation, so they only got $1,400 on the last round, and they're also low at $100, $200, $300, so they only have nothing but P250s now trying to win this round to try to stay alive. If not, they're going to have to play for the tie. So this is a huge feat right now for 3rd Equinox, sorry. And even if they lose this round here, that's going to be $1,900. They're going to go with forced buys, but they're not going to have enough for kits unless they go for small armors and such. So it's going to be the struggle is real right now here for 3rd Equinox. So let's see what's going to happen right now. We do have the bomb on the back of Anomaly, as they're set up right now for smokes towards the Moto, should I say towards the archway side to try to come towards the porch side. So Razor's already up here, but it is only going to be ADX right now with the 5.7 deep inside the pit. Everybody else is smoked out, so he's going to have to try to at least get 1 or 2 right now. Trying to clear it up, it drops dead, he spots one here, gets taken down by a White Hound, and they have just cleared the site just like that. So the last 2 guys at this point, hoping to get a few exit kills here as Cynic is waiting inside T-spawn to try to get those kills. Bess is moving out from the archway, is going to get flashed, but at least nobody's going to push out there because there is still some smoke trying to cover his fire here. Trying to get a lucky spam across. He gets tagged himself, though, through the smoke as he's down to 22 HP, but this is going to be it. So the round is going to come in for the T side. Bess about to get picked off here, and then it is going to be game point situation for Selfless. And like I said, they are from the upper bracket final, so they only need to win this map here. If it's not in a best out of 3, if it's only a best out of 1, that is going to be it.
Yeah, absolutely. So 14-7 is going to be your scoreline. Selfless with a 7-round cushion and not able to hunt down the last CT. He'll hold on to his P250. Yep. Or I'm sorry, 15-7. Pardon me. It didn't update. The round wasn't actually over yet, so I jumped the gun on that one. I apologize if I confused anybody. So we got a Pro 90 and a Clarion on the back of 3rd Equinox. And Deagle in a Dream in the hands of Aid. And we're going to see whether or not they can lay it down this round to try to stave off this onslaught that's been coming from Selfless, as they only needed to win 3 rounds in the second half in order to seal the deal on this one. They do go for an aggressive play here at the B-bomb site. And pushing out sandbags is going to be Best. He does have support there from his teammate Cynic, and they're going to go for some trades here. And they got to be careful. Razor up there on top of Logs. Quicksilver already peeking around the corner, but there it is. Best going to get the best of him. But his teammate, blocks him into the spam a little bit. Best getting chipped away down to 63 points of health. A little bit of miscommunication there, but it's going to be okay, as it is going to be a man advantage for the CT side. They need to hang on this round. Kusta peeking up with the AWP, not going to be able to find anybody over there by the CT spawn. His best has rotated his way all the way back around towards Garden, and he does have support from the first oranges from Cynic. They're going to Molotov him out. No, they missed the Molotovs. They decided to throw him in the back of the site to New Box, and unfortunately for them, that's not where he was playing. But they are going to make a bid for this B-bomb site, and here comes the push from the terrorist side. Razor going to get spotted out, gets taken down, and now biding his time, looking for another one. Anomaly is going to be over there, but pushing through the smoke is going to be his teammate Best, but he's not able to find the frag. He falls back through the smoke, and Aid's going to get dropped as well. Kusta almost connecting with that AWP frag through the smoke there in the spool side of things. Pulse going to chime in with one himself. He's going to take down one member. That's going to be Anomaly, but that's going to be the game as Whitehound and Kusta finish it off, and that's going to be 16-7 for your grand finals of ESEA-IM.